What's going on, guys? It's Malcolm, and welcome to the Loung'n podcast. Today's episode is Anime Unleashed, how once a niche subculture took over mainstream media. And I got my two buddies with me. I got Che and my buddy Derek, who's on the last podcast, Dad Gang. And if you want to say what's up, Che.
Hey.
All right, Derek, you want to say what's up?
What's up, guys?
All right. So, yeah, like I said, we're just going to talk about just anime subculture and how it's once niche and now it's just a mainstream thing. I mean, everybody talks about whether they like My Hero Academia, Bleach, Dragon Ball, whatever type of like anime, you know, you're pretty much familiar with. It's becoming a more popular thing over the past 5 years. All right. So we're going to go ahead and hop into this whole podcast. All right. So how's everybody's like... Are you well versed with the whole anime culture, I guess?
I feel like I am.
Yeah. Because I mean, I feel like, you know, for the most part, like you seem like you have a pretty extensive knowledge about whatever anime we talk about, and as well as you, Derek.
Yeah,
I mean,
I watch it all the time. Yeah.
For a minute, I come over your crib. You watching a different show, and you were telling me about Black Clover for a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
It's a dope show. It's like it's on hiatus right now. They got caught up with the manga, so they're just like they're waiting on the manga to produce more stuff. The movie came out, I think last year.
Oh, okay.
Sometime, right. But yeah, right now they're Black Clover's dope. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it.
Yeah. I started the first couple of episodes or whatever. So he just got his book, the Flav Clover book, right? Yeah, and so now him and this I forget the other dude's name. Like they just agree to be rivals, basically.
Like Yami.
Yeah. And it just seemed like because he said apparently like he was like crying all the time or something like that at first, but then after like the other dude who got the 5 Clover book, he took up for him. Then that changed him, I guess, or something like that. Now he's more
like he's a little back in the day. They were both orphans, and like I said, I can go into the whole thing. Like they were found at this church together when they were orphans and like little babies, and they grew up together. I believe it's Yami. I want to. That's his partner. He's like I said, I could go into it like and kind of ruin it, so I'm not going to. Yeah. But Yami, he's special, and so is the other one. Like most shonen, he's got like I don't want to give it a 2-way because I couldn't just go into it, but
because I mean he's wanting to be like the Wizard King, right?
Yeah, they both are.
Yeah, right. So that's like their
competing
goal.
Each other, and
gotcha.
Yeah.
It's kind of like always there's something that they're like striving to be or something like that. Kind of like Naruto, you know, how they want to be, what's it called? I forget.
What, in Naruto?
Yeah, like in Naruto.
What the fuck is it called? Hagekage? What the hell is that?
Hokage?
Yeah. I couldn't think of the goddamn word.
I hate that, dude.
Hagekage.
It's interesting as far as like Black Clover, you know, it's mostly about magic, and Asta don't have any.
Yeah.
And he's like his OP and everything. And he's thriving to be the Wizard King, which is, you know, it's kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's pretty dope. Like, cause it's kind of like, I don't know, how My Hero Academia is, like how he didn't have any abilities, you know, and so he kind of like, was it All Might gave him his abilities basically, and he's trying to teach him how to use his abilities while trying to keep it under wraps that like he has like, you know, been passed down All Might's abilities and stuff like that. I kind of see like that being a small trend in some characters. Like there's an actual like live action show. It's not like anime, but it's like these people, everybody, once they hit their 18th birthday, they have abilities. And one chick, she doesn't have an ability. She's probably like 25 or something like that, and is still waiting for her abilities to kick in and whatnot. So I feel like it's a lot of something like that going around. You know, somebody not having abilities where everybody else does. You know what I mean? So just kind of see what like the obstacles that they overcome, basically. So, what are you watching right now, Jay? Or
My Hero just started, so
does the new season just drop?
Yes,
it did. Goddamn, I'm behind.
They're like there's like 3 episodes out.
3 episodes?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had a recap. I had to go back a couple of seasons, you know, and then
I just finished the last season. I just rewatched the last season. I was thinking about rewatching the whole thing. And I was like, I don't want to put all that time in. So I just rewatched the last season, which was dope. And like, it's the Dark Deku arc, right? Because he's kind
of went rogue a little bit, I guess.
Because he's trying. Well, no,
he's trying to keep everybody safe.
That was last season, I think, because he was like the last season that just happened, the Dark Deku, because he was doing his own thing, trying to stay out of the school, and like, because like at the end of the season they brought him back to the school. Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'm not sure if the manga is like I don't know how far the Dark Deku arc goes.
I'm not sure either.
So I don't know if it's going into. Does this new season seem like is he like back at the school now and he's like trying to work with people again?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm not. I guess it was just that arc. The last season, him just running around doing his own thing, which was dope because he was handling business by himself. And like seeing Deku have his like character growth and like him coming into like his new abilities, learning, because he's got a bunch of quirks. Like,
dang,
he doesn't just have one quirk. Like All Might, which I guess they don't show All Might doing all these different quirks. You just see him doing like the super strength stuff, but I never saw him do like the black whip or
That's
anything.
what I was thinking when I was rewatching it. Why is he able to use all the quirks from the past assessors compared to like All Might? He's this all strength.
Yeah.
So
I was wondering if like Deku's just more special and he can like access these better than All Might could, which is like I haven't read the manga, so I might be off on that, and like there might be more to it, but I've been noticing that like Deku, he's just like getting all these quirks now.
Yeah,
Like how he was just like, I'll use this at 45%, then I'll switch to this other quirk at like 30%, and then that'll make me pretty much like 100 foe All Might, like the foe like fake like is 100%, it seems like, but he's not. But like him putting all this stuff together, like he's almost not as good as All Might, but like
he's up there.
He's getting good. Like this last season,
and it's only been a year since he started when he got his powers.
Yeah.
So
it seems like he's not even a sophomore yet, is he? Is he a sophomore now?
I'm not sure what grade he's in. I'm not.
I know it was the first year. Is he a second year? I can't remember.
So, was the power from All Might, is that passed down from person to person? Like, was it somebody before All Might?
Yeah, and somebody gave it to him, and yeah. And like,
so maybe I guess it depends on the person that they might be able to have different abilities with that power. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some of them do like what they're called. They call all for one users. Is there another name for them?
I don't recall.
I don't think so, but like each of them like have their own power. Some of them have like All Might and Deku didn't have any powers when they got it, but the other ones did have powers.
Okay.
And so their powers that they already had transferred down into the new
All Might power, I guess whatever is labeled as.
Yeah. It's called All for One.
All for One, gotcha. Yeah. I gotta this is one of the reasons why I want to do this episode, because I want to like learn more about the anime to, pretty much dive into so I can enjoy it as well. Yeah. But what were you going to say, Jay?
Well, you were saying that All Might's all for one, right?
Yeah.
And then I think his antagonist is what, one for all?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Like the previous
I get that confused
first
a lot.
user of the All for One.
Mm-hmm.
And first user of the One for All, they're brothers.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Dang. That's cool. That's a good little backstory, actually. All right. So I'd like to go ahead and hop into these questions, and we can just fly off the handle we just were. So it's fine. But how has the perception of anime changed over the past 5 years, and what do you think has contributed to its rising popularity?
I'd say social media has a big role in it, I'd say.
I agree, yeah.
Like memes and stuff,
yeah.
I share a bunch of those, and unless you understand anime, you don't get it. And
right, yeah.
For me, I was seeing some for a while, and I was like, what the hell is this? looks like it should be funny, but I don't know what it means.
Yeah,
so
right.
Makes me want to go watch that anime as well.
For me, I think it was, I would say I'd be in the mall, go past like a Hot Topic or something like that. And it's always, they have like these little, displays in front of the windows before you even go in. And once you go in, it's like so many different, like, apparel for this show, apparel for that show, and, figures and stuff like that. So I think the more people were exposed to it, the more like, cooler it became, So
yeah.
What about you, Che? Gotta read the notes.
Nah.
Came prepared.
I think people are recognizing more of like the storytelling, how unique it is compared to like other cartoons, and in some way, I guess, more relatable to you.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah.
I get that because there's always like, some character that is in a sense like an underdog or whatever. So it's kind of like speaking to those people who always felt like they were, I won't say less than, but left out or made fun of. And these people are being shown to overcome these obstacles with these abilities. And it just kind of shows you to persevere through like a lot of stuff and, different challenges that you may experience throughout life. So, and like you said, I think it's like a lot of them have really good storylines, you know what I mean? And like just action as well. I mean, with Demon Slayer, I mean, they have incredible action, you know what I mean, sequences. So I think that helps, in my opinion.
Yeah, Demon Slayer, like I like when they do a little backstory on why they became the demon.
Right, yeah.
Instead of just killing them off and you don't know why they became a demon, now you know.
Yeah.
The struggles they went through.
Exactly, yeah. So you feel something for all characters or whatever, It's like they give good character development for like, the demons, and so you kind of feel, I don't know, on the side of the demon sometimes, but then it's just like you understand what needs to be done as far as like, the demon slayers having to, take down these demons and whatnot. But all right.
Also wanted to say sports. Like a lot of people watch sports, and like a lot of these athletes, they're over here like wearing like some Goku cleats or like a face binder with like the Kamehameha on it and stuff like that. So I also feel like sports have like made anime mainstream as well, like athletes watching it and stuff. So I wanted to add that.
Well, speaking of athletes, even Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
She's really into Black Clover, I think, and Naruto. So
yeah, it's just really gotten into.
She even
and Hunter. I think I've seen her do like the Canary. And was that her or was it Rihanna? I think Rihanna did like the Canary cosplay from Hunter. But it's just made like it's just gotten into deep in pop culture, especially Black pop culture.
Yeah, like I was going to say, like when you mentioned not celebrities but the athletes, but as far as the celebrity, I know Denzel Curry, like he talks about like anime quite a bit.
He has a song called Super Saiyan Superman.
Yeah, I mean,
and it goes hard too.
I understand like Jaden Smith is whatever right now. I don't even know what finger to put on Jaden Smith, but like he had that Goku song, which I thought was pretty dope. You introduced me to that, you know what I mean? So
I like Jaden. He's just weird.
Yeah,
I like it. It's just anime dudes, like they're weird.
Right,
so
I
always gravitate toward that. And I don't know. I think anime is just, it's been in the back. It's been like people have been watching it longer than they realize. Like we were watching freaking Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
All that shit when we were kids. We didn't realize that was anime. It was just cartoons. But
yeah,
I was like, and Dragon Ball was out at that time too. So I was like,
yeah, I remember watching Digimon. Like they released like 2 movies, and I remember going to the theaters to watch both movies. You know what I mean? So
I remember the Pokemon movie was huge when it first came out. Like that gold, that gold
from Burger
Pikachu
King
card thing you got, and the Pokeballs and all that. So I was like, it's been out there. I think like lately it's just getting bigger and bigger, but I think it's had its grip on the community for a minute.
I agree. All right, and okay. Number 2, in what ways has the diversity of anime genres and themes expanded to cater to different types of audiences?
Yeah, like they have slice of life. And like I don't watch it, but I heard like a lot of chicks like watching it, especially like Japanese chicks and stuff out there, because manga is a lot. I mean, anime is way bigger in Japan than it is here, but the slice of life is like everyday life stuff in anime form. So it's just like that's, I don't want to watch it. That sounds super boring. But
I was thinking it's going to be like some sort of like cooking show or something like that.
Kind of, it could be. It's just like normal life anime stuff. Like,
okay, no powers, no.
Just people going through their normal life.
Kind of like watching a sitcom in a sense.
Yeah, sitcom or drama or something. Because there's dramas too, sad ones. Which I was like, when I think of anime, I don't want to. I want to just see people fighting. But like that's not everybody's cup of tea. So they've expanded a lot to like reach different people.
I see that they got like different like sports anime too, like volleyball and shit like that. You know what I mean? So
haiku.
Yeah.
Haiku. Yeah, that's pretty cool. The volleyball one.
Yeah.
I was just watching Blue Lock.
Blue Lock, okay.
And that's a soccer one.
That's dope.
Yeah, the soccer one's dope. And the basketball one, was it?
I think it's Karama.
I think so. There's a few different basketball ones, but I think my favorite sports anime will probably be Hajime no Ippo. Hajime. What the hell is it? No Ippo. Damn it. It's the boxing one. Hajime no Ippo.
You said boxing?
Yeah.
Is it Megalobox?
No, it's Hajime.
Hajime
no Ippo.
I don't think I heard of that one.
You've never seen... hold on. Let me see if I can...
The only boxing one I could think of is Megalobox. And he has like mechanical arms.
You've never seen that one? That dude look familiar?
No.
It's a classic. So Hajime no Ippo. Watch that. And like it's pretty dope. That's my favorite sports anime of all time.
Right.
So I was like, I recommend anybody go watch that if you're into like boxing and stuff, because they do the whole breakdown and like how they go into it, and yeah, I recommend that.
Okay, yeah, I have to check that out for sure. Because I mean, I've been watching Jujutsu Kaisen, and I like how like we're talking about celebrities. They mentioned Jennifer Lawrence from time to time. You know, yeah. Now
she's tall with the big butt.
Yeah, he's like, I guess about that.
That's why like Toto's my dude. Like on that,
yeah.
Like he's my favorite. Toto, he's my favorite character in Jujutsu.
Yeah,
he's a beast.
And I looked it up to see if like she is a fan of Jujutsu Kaisen, but she doesn't even know that she's being referenced in the show. So she's kind of oblivious to her name being thrown around, which I think it's funny, but it's cool because, you know, she's from
Louisville.
Where we're from. Yeah. So,
and they made all the way to Japan and they're in the show. And so, it's dope.
Yeah. That's a cool little Easter egg, I guess, if you would like to call it that. All right. So can you share some personal anecdotes about how anime has impacted your life and why it holds a special place in your heart?
I can. It's inspiring.
Yeah.
Like I said, these people just don't give up. You see them coming across all kinds of adversity to get to where they need to get to. No excuses. They just, like I said, I relate to that.
Yeah. And I think it's like you see that there's always characters who look different from one another. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, just if you look different from somebody and that was your concern, I mean, you know, they kind of help you feel like you can fit in, I guess. You know what I mean? So
and like character, the development too, like they're showing you people always changing and like nothing's really set in stone. Like even with the bad guys, they can become good guys. There's like shit can happen and like different perspectives. They'll see something different and like try to change their ways. So it's like it makes you realize like nothing's really set in stone.
Yeah,
like you always have a choice.
That's a good answer. Anything you would like to add or?
I agree with what he said pretty much. Just kind of relate to what we go through and
I mean, I feel like, I don't know, it's just, for me, I mean, I know like Dragon Ball is like super mainstream. It has been, but with Dragon Ball Z, me and my buddy, like back when I lived in Louisville, that's what we connected over. Was Dragon Ball Z. We even used to go to libraries and like we would print out just pictures upon pictures. Saiyans and Super Saiyans, and I never seen a Super Saiyan until, I don't know, man, much later in the Dragon Ball Z series, because I didn't have cable. You know what I mean? For a while, they didn't, show any Super Saiyans, but we used to just print out pictures. We had folders. I used to draw them and stuff like that. So just kind of stuff like that, and that's why it holds a special place to me, because, him and I, we just shared a connection over that. And he passed away like some years ago, but you know what I mean? It's just, when I think about him, it's like I think about Dragon Ball Z, and, it just kind of gotten me through some stuff that we've gone through whenever we were living in Louisville together and shit like that, because I feel like that was kind of like why we were always out, because, we didn't want to be home where, there wasn't much going on, you know what I mean? So we kind of would go to libraries, pin off Dragon Ball Z pictures, and it's kind of distracted us from some stuff that was going on at home, I guess. So, but
it's a good escape.
Yeah, most definitely.
All the different universes, you can just get lost in the world and forget about what bullshit you got going on. So, like I said, it's a pretty good mental escape.
Most definitely, yeah. And I mean, because you can go from, like we talk about, like watching a show or manga, you know what I mean? It's like different forms of it. So, I mean, you don't have to like just stick with just watching shows if you don't want to, which, like you were talking about, you like to get into manga, and you've been reading manga as well. Yeah. So
there's some, I think manga is a little bit more in depth.
Yeah.
They show you facts and stuff. Like
more of the lore.
What's that?
Like more of the lore.
Yeah. Because there's some, like, from manga to anime, they had to add in more stuff to fit in what manga is. So
like the fillers and stuff like that, whenever they're just waiting around for the manga to release something, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, I remember talking to you about like some Naruto filler, and you weren't like you didn't realize what I was talking about.
No.
And I didn't realize I was watching filler, you know what I mean, until like somebody told me to go to a website and look up all the different like filler versus the canon episodes and stuff like that. And I was like, damn, man, I was watching all that shit for a grip.
First
man.
time I watched Naruto, I watched all the fillers the first time through.
Yeah.
And like, which pissed me off when they got to like the Great Ninja War, the third one, and like there's like this whole like right in the middle of the war, they give you a shit ton of fillers, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Because I'm watching it, this has nothing to do with the war, so
yeah,
like fillers are annoying. Like the first time I watched Naruto through. Regular Naruto and Naruto Shippuden and watched all the fillers, but second time I skipped them. I was like, I think the first time you should watch them, if you're just watching everything for the first time, but the second time they're not necessary unless you really love watching that. But
how many times have you gone through Naruto?
I think 3.
Wow, that good? You feel it?
Yeah. Like, well, some fillers is pretty good. Like I've noticed, like even though it's not related to the main story, but there was a filler that one thing people was wondering about, what did Kakashi look like under the mask?
Yeah, I watched that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like some fillers, well, it's entertaining to where it's not part of the story, but it's still, it's enough to watch.
Okay, cool.
That's why I do recommend like watching it. When you're watching it the first time, just watch the fillers and stuff. Just take it all in.
Right.
But like I said, the next time, like there might be a filler or two you want to watch. Like I said, the Kakashi one, I remember that one. It was like they were just following him around and trying to catch him. And I think there's another filler episode where you see his face because he's like undercover.
Yeah.
And like you don't realize is that a filler episode too? Or is that an actual episode?
I think he was.
He had like some makeup on.
Because he was with them the whole time. And he was playing the photographer.
Yeah, I think so.
And then towards the end, he had to like change his voice, and he finally took off his makeup and stuff.
And he put the mask back on, and you realize that was him the whole time.
Damn.
So, so watch some fillers, but
yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
like with One Piece too. Like I said, I'm a huge One Piece fan. But they have a lot of fillers too.
Right.
And I've watched One Piece like 3 times through as well.
Yeah.
With that many episodes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I work weekends. I used to work weekends, so I would just have the whole week off, and so I would just all day and all night. I would just be watching.
Yeah.
And especially through the pandemic and shit. So I was like, I just killed a lot of. Like I watched through the pandemic. I watched everything like for the second or third time. Because I was like, I'm bored. Let me just watch this over again. So I just caught it like. Like One Piece is my favorite anime because it's just so been watching it forever.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And it just keeps going on. And
how do you feel about the live action adaptation?
it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
I heard that the creator was satisfied with Luffy, the actual like live action version of Luffy. He said that's what he envisioned.
Yeah, he said
Luffy
he envisioned Luffy as Brazilian.
Yeah.
So, like Luffy, so that was perfect, and like, which I like that, and like the anime. I mean the live action was pretty good. Like I said, it was a little slow. Sometimes I prefer the regular, the anime, but like. Live action, they did it was a pretty decent adaptation for it.
Okay. What about Yu Yu Hakusho? You think that was a good one?
I haven't watched it.
Okay. Have you watched the original?
Yeah, I watched the original like 2 or 3 times as well. Like I just don't. I honestly knew they were making it, but I forgot as well. And my bad.
You're
I
good.
forgot. I honestly forgot the movie came out. Or is it a movie or a show?
I think it's a show.
It was a series, yeah.
Series.
Yeah. It's same as One Piece. They were pretty spot on with the same storyline. So
Okay, I might give it a shot.
I watched the last Airbender live action, which I thought was pretty good. Yeah.
I didn't mind it. I thought it was just kind of boring. But I don't know, because it was basically
same thing.
Yeah, it was like they didn't really deviate from much, so it wasn't like, oh, this isn't keeping up with anything right. It was just I've already seen it.
Right.
I kind of knew what was happening, so I was like it's cool, but
you prefer it to be a little different.
I don't know if it needs to be different. I just don't know if it's like
beat for beat, like because I guess I see what you mean because like with the Lion King, that live action adaptation, like I didn't feel like it was. I don't know. I felt like it was boring too because I feel like it was beat for beat, and it's just like like you said, I'd already seen this before. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like
the same thing. Just in like it's like oh cool, like real people, but it's like
right, yeah.
You get like I found myself just kind of
drifting,
picking up my phone more.
Oh yeah,
which I know I'm not interested if I find myself just looking at my phone in the middle of watching something. Because like I said, I'm rewatching Attack on Titan, and I'm not looking at my phone every second. Like even though I've already seen it. I was like, which I'm not sure what I'm trying to make. I was like, 'cause I've already seen it, and like I already know what's gonna happen, but it just keeps me interested. But I don't know, like watching the real life version, it just I don't know, it just didn't do it for me.
Right?
Just, I wasn't that. Oh shit, this is dope.
Like it did for me because I didn't really watch the animated series of The Last Airbender, so it was kind of like me watching it for the first time. You know what I mean? So it's kind of. I guess fresh for me, so
that makes sense. Which, like, it wasn't bad. Like I said, it wasn't bad, and like they kept up with it. I just hope like they do more. Maybe take some liberties of their own.
Right? Yeah.
Do something different.
I get that for sure.
They did release another live action. I don't know if y'all seen it. Parasite.
Yeah, actually, I heard about that.
Yeah.
It's out. Instead of the guy, is a girl now.
Okay.
And then the guy from the anime, well, I don't know if I want to spoil, but he ends up showing up at the end. Okay. So, yeah.
I might have to watch it. So I heard about that too, but it was another one. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know, just Netflix
it's just really...
adaptations always like... Not like, oh, I need to go watch that.
Right. Okay.
Because like I said, they've done so many and they've fucked it up.
Well, it's not relatable to the actual story, but the story in itself is still good. So yeah.
So which live action adaptation do you feel like Netflix is like fucked up basically?
Death Note.
Yeah.
I think they really messed that one up.
Didn't they do Full Metal Alchemist too?
I haven't seen
I think
that
so,
one.
yeah.
I think they did that too.
They did a Bleach live action.
They've done a couple that just makes you not have any trust in Netflix.
So I guess like One Piece kind of like brought back that like, you know, that trust, or I guess, yeah, it helped you put a little bit trust into Netflix or whatever. So
that was already like with that one I had high hopes for because they said they were, they were working directly with
the creator.
Yeah, Ichiro Oda. I think that's his name. They were working directly with him, and he was like signing off and saying he's happy with what's going on. So I was like,
that's good.
If he's cool with it, then I should be all right with it. And turns out I was.
So are there any live adaptations that you would like to see in the future of any of your favorite shows? Granted, like they do them right.
Probably Jujutsu. Like, if they could do that right and have those characters, like, just some super buff, like Toto. I'm trying to see a real-life Toto.
And Panda would be cool, too, to see him. Yeah.
So I was like, that'd be cool. But it'd be a lot.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's like their power system still confuses me. Like,
yeah.
Do you understand their power system enough?
Kind of, like,
the curse techniques and all that, I get confused as fuck.
Like the domains and stuff like that. Yeah, that kind of.
I'm confused with Gojo's domain, even though his is the most powerful one. But yeah,
so I just feel like that would be super complicated to like see like human in like real life, because it's like there's some things that you can only really see in anime that'll look cool. I just don't think would be cool looking in real life.
Right.
Like maybe some of those domain expansions.
Do you feel like they're missing a lot of stuff? I feel like there's not enough backstory to each character. I feel like they kind of move fast with it. Like the fight scenes are great, but I feel like they didn't really explain.
I mean, they came out with the movie that was like a prequel, basically, right?
Yeah, I think Zero. Yeah.
But that was more like, wasn't that Fushigiri or what's that dude's name? The one with the hair, the spiky black hair. His dad was, he was just fighting his dad.
Yeah.
What the hell's his name?
I'm not sure.
Is it
Is he the one with no curse power?
No, he's the one. His dad was the one with no curse power that almost killed Gojo.
Okay.
Like, what's this dude's name? He's the one with the dogs. The curse.
Where he can summon animals and the bird.
Yeah.
The guy who came out. Because they were trying to escape. They were fighting that one. They were fighting on the beach against that guy with. He looks like a crab or a lobster or something. And they were trying to escape, and then his dad came out through that little hole.
Yeah. So you have to rewatch it. Like, I do remember that. There's another, and so that's another one. Like that season just finished, and like I have to rewatch it because like a lot of shit went down in that one too.
Yeah,
like this, like I don't know if you kept up with it, but like the Shibuya incident, like it was so much.
Shibuya is a train station, right? Where they were or the subway. Is that you talking about?
I think so. I think it was. I thought it was a city, the Shibuya, like where
they captured Gojo into the cube.
Yeah.
Was
that just a train station? Or was it, I thought it was the whole city because the whole city got fucked up.
Yeah. I think it was, I guess, the name of the city or the name of the subway, I guess.
Are you up? Well?
Let's see. They're fighting against their sister school is where I'm at. You know what I'm talking about?
Like having that little tournament or something. And they're taking on Toto and like
Yeah. And that's when he asked him like what type
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
Like that one just dope.
Yeah.
But like the Shibuya one, they all are working together and like that one was pretty epic. Like the amount of death.
Damn, dude.
There's like so much fucking death.
That's crazy. That's what I heard about the new Godzilla movie. Like it's how they're just going through like buildings and skyscrapers and shit like that. There's no way that
Godzilla 1 or the Godzilla.
The Godzilla X Kong.
Okay.
Yeah, but I heard 1 was just he fucked some shit up with this atomic breath. Apparently, like it's like a nuke.
That and it was pretty dope. But back to anime.
I mean, there's some anime. Godzilla, yeah. Because I think it's like that. Godzilla Earth, I think.
Some mangas out there. Wait, no, there is like TV. I forgot that. Like, I remember watching those TV, the Godzilla cartoon back in the day. I wonder if that's considered an anime. I
don't know. Maybe.
I do remember.
You're talking about like the 1990, because it came out with like the different version of Godzilla, the 1990 movie with Matthew Broderick, but then it came out with like a animated series spin off of that. You know what I mean?
I think so. Didn't they have like the little button they pushed and he would come out the water?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
So I'm not sure if that's anime or not. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it, or at least look at it and see.
It might, because I think it was on Fox Kids. So if I'm sure it's somewhere.
Fox Kids had more anime on it than I realized too.
Yeah.
Because there's that Bo. You've heard of that show? Like dude with I think he had like a blonde fro and like the mustache.
I think I know what you're talking about now. I remember WB had a little some anime like Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff like that.
Yu-Gi-Oh that was a big anime back in the day when I was a tween.
I remember you said you had all pieces to Exodia, right?
Yeah. I was really into those trading cards. Then. Yeah. Like I traded that. I got that Exodia because I had a Red Eyes Black Dragon.
Oh,
and somebody really wanted that. He's like, I have all 4 or 5 pieces, and I was like, okay. And I'm so mad because I lost it. I don't know where those cards went. I couldn't tell you where any of my card collections went from back in the day.
Same with my Pokemon cards. I had like a pretty good collection of holographics and stuff like that, like the OG holographics, like Scyther. I'm pretty sure I had a Blastoise. And some other stuff too, man. But I don't know where they're at.
I think I might actually try to start getting into like anime trading cards because they make some.
Oh, cool.
So I was like, I think I might actually start looking into that and getting some of those just to hold and have, and because I like it.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
And some of them turn out to be expensive too. Like I'm not sure which ones, but I heard like some of them are like expensive, like normal trading cards like Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon.
Yeah, I can see like Yu-Gi-Oh definitely for sure being pretty pricey because I mean it is like a card game, you know.
Pokemon is too. Like, some Charizards out there worth hundreds of thousands of dollars and shit like that.
Yeah. So are there any underrated or less known anime series that you believe deserve more recognition and why? Look like you got nice handwriting, by the way. What about you, Derek? You feel like there's any underrated?
I mentioned it earlier, but Hajime no Ippo. Like
the boxing?
Yeah, okay, it's like really good. I've watched that one twice through. Might watch it again soon, but it's just really good. Ippo. I think his name was Ippo. Like you said, it's been a minute, so I have to rewatch it, but that was a good one. I think of another. I've watched so many, so I was like, a bunch of them I consider underrated.
Let's see. I'm trying to think. The Promised Neverland? Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's considered underrated.
Yeah, the first season
I would never consider watching it, but I was just bored, and I was like, and it actually turned out pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I liked it.
There's some on Netflix called Darwin's Game.
I haven't heard that one.
That was pretty good.
What about Castlevania? Isn't that from a TV or not TV show, but a video game?
Yeah.
Is that American or Japanese? Is that?
I want to say maybe is.
I wasn't sure if that was American made or like Japanese made.
Can you tell a difference?
I would say
kinda. Sometimes
the drawings are good, but I don't think it's considered anime because the way the facial expressions and the eyes.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, Castlevania is dope. So I'd recommend that to anybody too.
Okay.
Especially if you're in the dark, because it's pretty dark.
Yeah.
It's like babies dying and shit dark.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like it's dark. So is Promise Neverland. He didn't say that, but it's a dark one too. If you kids dying, it's dark.
Yeah, for sure.
Getting eaten and shit. So yeah,
damn, kids. Yeah, that is.
Yeah,
crazy.
it was like the first episode I ever watched. Now, and I was like, it seems cool. And then like little girl dies, and I was like, oh, this is that kind of one. But it's good because it's like them just trying to escape out of this farm built for them.
Damn. Are you like harvesting them or
pretty much like for like food, like demons? They're in a demon world.
Oh shit!
And they're like,
once you get to a certain age, that's when they sacrifice you.
Yeah, like your meat's like your meat's like
tender or I guess
rare.
Yeah.
Or
okay.
What's the word?
More succulent, I guess, or something like that.
Select the grade, your better graded meat or something like that. But
damn.
I think they basically been farmed, and then they realize when they came across that wall, they know there's other parts of the land that's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Hey. So So it's just out of one frying pan and into another, basically.
Because they're in a demon world and they're considered a delicacy.
Yeah, yeah.
And so like they escape, and then they're still like they just escaped into the demon world, and like demons want to eat them and shit. And then they gotta trust the right demons to get out of there. So it's like it's pretty good.
Sounds like it, like if you can get over like the the dark shit. But I mean,
that's why I like it.
Yeah.
It's not like most of the ones we watch. Like I like to watch, it's like fighting, samurais, ninjas, but this is a whole different.
Yeah, them trying to outsmart the system.
Yeah.
Like kids. Because he's like, which is like, you're not sure what the hell happened to all adults either. So it's like, you're still watching it to try to figure out what the hell this whole world is.
Right. Yeah, that does sound kind of crazy, though. That's crazy. Any more, or you think those are good?
There's a bunch. Like I said, go watch, if you like sports, watch sports titles.
I'm trying to think of the ones
pretty good.
Because back in the day, I used to have cable, and what's that one? It was late around Adult Swim time. It was on a Saturday night, and they always start around 8.
Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, those like
Inuyasha.
Was it Toonami?
Toonami.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think back. There were some good ones. I remember some. Remember like the kid with the skateboard and the bat?
What's the name of that one? I can't. Like that one. It's not ringing a bell.
I don't know. They just didn't really show that because they didn't have Crunchyroll back then. So that's the only time you can really catch anime.
Yeah,
it's on cable.
I remember One Piece was on at that time though. When we were in One Piece has been on since '99.
Yeah. Okay. I was just about to ask how long has that been going?
Yeah. So it's been going for a minute. I know One Piece was on Toonami at night.
Probably around the same time Naruto started. Yeah. It's about 20 plus years.
Naruto, One Piece, Cowboy Bebop.
Bleach, that's considered the big three, I guess.
Gundam, the Gundams.
Yeah, I want to say Gundam.
I never got into the whole mech thing, though. Yeah. I don't know. It just never resonated with me.
I remember Full Metal Alchemist was on Adult Swim, wasn't it? Or I think
it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah. That's how I got into that one, too. It's like Toonami was another reason I was able to keep up with anime and the culture and stuff. Just watch Toonami after school at 3 o'clock or something, and then at night on the weekends.
Yeah, I do remember
That's how I kept up with Yu and Dragon Ball.
Damn, good stuff, man.
So yeah, Yu it's not underrated. People don't know about it, but it's a classic. So you should definitely go watch Yu Hakusho if you trying to get into anime. Okay. I recommend that. It's a good starter.
All right, yeah, because I started the live action, but I think maybe I should go and watch the actual anime first, and then
Hunter x Hunter also super underrated. I feel like, and I guess people talk about it enough too, because it's the same creator from Yu who made Hunter x Hunter.
Okay.
What the hell? I don't know. I don't know his name, so I'm not even going to find. But like he made that, so I feel like he's pretty good. And like Hunter x Hunter, you should watch that. It's I don't like I said, it's not underrated. People know about it, but you should watch it if you haven't seen it.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. So, how has streaming platforms like Netflix and Crunchyroll influenced the accessibility and global reach of anime?
Crunchyroll, Funimation, which just merged with Crunchyroll as well. So Funimation was on there; it should be up there as well.
Right.
But yeah, they.
I remember having Funimation, and I remember you recommending like Crunchyroll to me for a while, and I think you might have let me use your account, either Funimation or Crunchyroll. I can't remember.
Probably Crunchyroll, because it's like Funimation kept messing up with me. Like,
right.
I tried using it, it was like buggy, so I just went to Crunchyroll.
Tried watching it at work and shit like that, and it was just like I'd have to restart each episode just to try to like get to where I was, and then it was just a little too buggy on my phone at least.
Nah, it was like that on my TV apps too and stuff. So, but I just made it like very accessible to like consume large amounts of anime and like in one spot, and like they have most of them too. Like most of the animes I like.
Right. Yeah.
Like they're pretty good with the simulcast, so I think it's just like it's made it very easy and accessible to like just everybody. If you do have to pay, I think you do have to pay for Crunchyroll, don't you? Is there a free version?
When you pay for Crunchyroll, if you don't pay for it, there's certain anime that you can't watch. And then, I lost my train of thought. Yeah.
Is it like I guess a premium that you would pay for to watch other types of anime, I guess?
I think it's ad free too when you pay for it as well.
Better be.
Yeah, exactly. That's how they get you, man. It's like usually when there's like a premium, it's like it's ad free. Like Tubi, we were just watching some movies the other day, and just ads after ads after ads for fucking movies, man. Like what the. I don't know if you pay for Tubi, like if there's a subscription or not, but yeah.
I don't have Tubi, but I know I pay for no ads because they're just kind of takes me out of it too when I'm like really in it, and it just stops, and then like I'll just lose focus, get off my phone, and then it'll start over, and I go, I've already missed some parts. So
that's my problem when it comes to like watching anime. Like I'll get so far sometimes, but then I'll start picking up my phone and like just checking Facebook or something silly, nothing important or whatever. But then I have to go back and rewatch what I should have been paying attention to.
It's a habit.
Yeah, it is.
That happens to me still sometimes, though.
Yeah,
so I have to do that. So especially if my wife's bothering me, she does not care what I'm watching, or my son.
Well, it's good now that it's on Crunchyroll, because when it was on cable, you have to pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
You can't, your mom's calling you, come eat, like, you can't, you just got like, hold on, the best part's coming up. You got to wait to the commercial or something.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So it's like, the fact that we can just
pause it.
Pause it or rewind it. So, yeah.
Yeah, that is nice. That is a good answer, man. Because I mean, like streaming these days, that's pretty much what they allow us to do. But yeah.
So, plus another thing that you said about accessibility, I've noticed on Crunchyroll there's many different languages on there.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know if you pay attention. Like, it ain't just English and Japanese.
It's like French, Portuguese, all kinds of shit on there.
Yeah, because I see like on Instagram, there's like people all around the world, like people in South America who's like doing cosplay and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure they have their own dubbed or whatever it is for them. You know what I mean? So
the Philippines has a huge
following.
Yeah, like a huge anime following. Like, I think that's like one of the bigger anime
cultures, I guess.
Outside of like maybe America and Japan, I feel like Philippines.
Damn.
Because whenever I'm like on my webs, like on one of my groups or something, it's always like
some Philippine.
Yeah, like a lot of my anime pages is like a bunch of Philippine people talking on there and stuff, and They like it. And I work with this Philippine dude, and he watches anime too, and like he's kind of a perv because he'll talk about like the boobies and stuff. I was like, I'm not worried about that, man. But he's like, oh, Nami has huge boobs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's cool. Which, like I said, there's some people who take the anime too far with the I'm not in the animated boobies and girl parts. That's not my thing. But some people actually really like that stuff. So
some people like the adult, versions of that stuff.
Said, anime goes into the hentai and that's part of it too. And there's a big group of people who like that shit, which not my cup of tea.
Nah.
But it's out there.
All right. So, do you think the future of anime lies in adapting more webtoons and light novels like animated series, and how might this shape the industry?
Not sure. I don't know. Webtoon maybe. I thought it was more just like manga people creating like universes in their head and writing them out.
Yeah.
So that's what I was. Just waiting for the next person to create a new universe they thought of and make that, and that's how I thought anime was basically how people came up with anime ideas, is just like manga writers just making their own universe and then that getting adapted eventually.
Well, yeah, it's crazy what they think of as far as the abilities and stuff like that, because how we were talking about jujitsu, not understanding their abilities, who was thinking of that stuff, that
the whole power systems and stuff like that, it takes some time to think of and plan it out and write, and I know I couldn't do it.
No, not at all. Anything from you, Che? Anything in the old notes?
I was thinking, I wonder if anybody else can just create anime, not just Japanese. Now I know Korea is also known to make some good anime.
Yeah, they have one out right now that I've been watching.
Do you know? I was about to say it. Is it called Solo Leveling?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Mm. Yeah. So can you tell the difference between the Korean and Japanese?
Yeah, well, maybe not with the art, but just how the characters are. You don't hear the song the they don't call them sans or samas or like kachan or stuff like that. With the nicknames, especially with the names. Right. When it's Soul Leveling, it's just, they call them by their names. And there's no little, well, with the Koreans, I've noticed. Because there's little things you notice. It's mostly, basically, with the culture, I guess. You can tell there's less Japanese culture in this anime than there is
whatever Korean culture might be in there, I guess.
Yeah, mainly I've noticed mainly with the names. When they're calling each other names and stuff, there's no Chan or they just say their name. There's no Mr. or
because they do that a lot in Naruto.
Yeah,
if you're a guy or a girl, they add another an O or A to it.
More petty or friends, and the Japanese, when they greet you, it can be it's either formal or more chummy if they know you, but they add on extra things to their names when they're when they know you, or if they're being proper and stuff.
I get that. Okay, that's cool. All right. Let's see. Lastly, what do you predict the next big trend or innovation in the world of anime will be in the upcoming years?
Next big trend.
Seems like live action.
Yeah.
It seems like they're trying to turn more into live action.
I can see that.
But I like the live action, but it doesn't express enough compared to anime. You know what I mean? The facial expressions. I like the quirky faces that they make.
I like the close up like when it's like super close on the face and like they're about to have like a little freak out or something.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah, like little veins and shit like that. Yeah. And I guess like sometimes like with those little bubbles, I guess above their head and shit like that, you know. So I don't know, but I can see how that can be, you know, a big difference when it comes to the live adaptations. I don't know.
Then when they're being comedic too, like it's funny in anime when they're being comedic.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it would translate as good. It'd seem more corny to me in live action when they're like trying to be funny.
Yeah, it kind of feels forced, I guess. You know what I mean? Maybe.
Like, you know, when I guess in the Japanese culture, they use a crow to let you know it's going to be like a death or a funny scene. Like, they try to do a joke, but it bombed. They're like, crow, you hear a crow. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they add that. But if you do that in live action, I don't know. I don't think it'll hit the same.
Yeah. Not as like, because it's more animated and it's just funnier.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You hear, all right.
Yeah, I do notice that like I laugh more at the anime shows that I do watch. But any more trends you think you can predict for the upcoming future?
I'm not the best at predicting trends now, but
or at least
maybe more just anime coming out of places that isn't Japan.
All right, yeah.
I think that might be coming more mainstream. Just more people doing their adaptation of anime.
Yeah, because I did run into a dude at work at Amazon, but this is some time ago. Like he was drawing like his like own illustrations and stuff like that, and like he seemed like he wanted to try to like create his own anime. So I mean, I feel like I guess anybody should be able to do it. You know what I mean? As long as you have like a good story, team, whatever.
Well, you know, I don't know if you considered Boondocks is actually an anime. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, like some people. Like,
yeah. I completely forgot about that.
And Avatar: The Last Airbender, that'll get argued too about being an anime.
Yeah,
but I call it American anime.
Yeah. It does have like American.
Made in America, and like especially Boondocks, that's black as hell.
Yeah. They had like every celebrity on that show, man. Like Charlie Murphy, Cat Williams, freaking like the dude Uncle Ruckus was what's his name?
Gary Anthony Williams or Jr. something like that.
Yeah.
He was on Malcolm in the Middle too.
Right, yeah. He was in a Turtles movie. I think he was Bebop.
Yeah. Because he has the voice. He's good at voices.
He is. Seemed like a down to earth dude too, man. Like if you like would go to like a con or something like that and you met him, he seemed like he'd actually, you know, like engaging with his, you know, fans and shit like that, you know, and give you a little bit of a show too, you know. So
Boondocks is dope though. They have fighting and stuff too.
Yeah.
Like, it was a little funnier, but like the stink meaner.
Yeah.
That was like probably one of my favorite episodes. The nigga moments. Him fighting that blind dude.
Yeah. That was funny. Yeah.
Like he trained to go beat up that blind man.
Oh shit!
Because he didn't know he was blind.
Yeah, that pimp named Slickback was pretty funny too, man. You say the whole thing. Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm sad that one never got rebooted, or they tried a couple times, but it just didn't work out.
I had no idea they tried.
Like they were in talks and stuff, and I was pretty sure they were like on board for another season, and something happened. I think the Charlie Murphy thing.
Oh, okay. With him passing away.
Like I was hearing like different rumors of Boondocks restarting, and just never happened again.
Damn. What's her name? Regina King, like voicing both.
She was a lot more talented than I realized.
I mean, she's into. It seemed like she's into like the more whole like science fiction, you know. She's in like the what's that show called? It was a movie, The Watchmen. She's on a Watchmen show, you know, and she just seems like she just has like a bone for just science fiction shit. You know what I mean? So I think it's pretty cool. Shit, man, the dude Adam from the dude who played Adam, the Black Ranger, he voices what's it, Ichigo for Bleach. Like he voices a lot of like, you know, dubbed characters. You know, he's like really big into like anime, and he voices a lot. I mean, Steve Bloom as well.
The white dude who played the Black Ranger.
Yeah, yeah. I think he's like half Asian or something like that.
Is
though. Yeah, but yeah, he's really. I can't remember what other characters he's voiced, but I know like has an extensive. I guess what do you call that? Resume when it comes to anime characters.
Talking about the original Black Ranger?
No, not the black dude, but the one who like
in the movie. Remember the first Power Rangers movie? He was a frog.
Yeah.
Dang.
He's like mad about being a frog. He's I'm a frog.
Yeah.
That's when they had the black, yellow Ranger. I think her name was like Taisha or Tachina or something.
The only Black Ranger I could think of was, remember they had to find their powers in the ground or something?
Probably
their stones or whatever.
The
Zeo
crystals.
Yeah. That's the one I remember. I kind of vaguely remember that one.
Yeah, it's this dude. This is him like now, but you know, he
used to have like long hair, long black hair.
Yeah. Hold on, let me Johnny Young Bosch voices. Yeah. Let me see what all he voices. So I know you said like to recommend different I guess Hunter x Hunter for people who are, you know, just starting off anime. Or was it Hunter x Hunter or was it
just Hunter?
Okay, I'm gonna say
the X is like, I'm not sure what the X is for.
I don't think it means
it's like a space.
Yeah.
Okay. Hunter. My bad. I say Hunter x Hunter. I'm not oh shit. But is there anything that you would recommend as far as like anime?
Well, I guess going back to another underrated anime, I would say Tokyo Revengers is pretty good. I like that concept. Yeah,
he gets his ass beat all the damn time.
He's like pretty much. In the beginning, he works at this convenience store, I think, and like he sees his ex-girlfriend get killed, and for some reason she has ties to this gang, and then like of course he wants to like go find her, and I think he ends up meeting her brother, and her brother somehow shook hands, and then he went back to the past. Which they didn't really explain that, but it just somehow he's able to go back, and then he's trying to fix everything. And then when he thinks he fixes it, he goes back to the present. He makes it worse. So he keep going back and forth, you know.
I figure out, and then like he doesn't remember what he's done. Like he'll go back to the future, and he'll be like the boss of like the gang now.
Damn.
And like, but he's like not a good person.
Yeah, so he wants to go back and like fix that, and then
gotcha. It's basically the butterfly effect. Yeah,
okay, yeah,
like that.
I know, like that was like the Flash for a while too, because he would do some things and go back to the past and try to fix it, but then when he would come back, a whole bunch of shit would be changed. Like if you had a son, they would be now a daughter. You know what I mean? So it'd be shit like that. That would be pretty cool. But
yeah, it's pretty. I like it. Like I said, he gets his ass beat. Like you think he would eventually learn how to fight because he's in a gang, but no, he's like got a bunch of heart, but he's got no hands. He's got heart like a motherfucker, but like he can't throw them.
Okay,
but it's good watch. Like, good story.
So that's Tokyo Revengers. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll look that up too. All right. So, is there anything else that y'all want to add to the podcast before, wrapping it up?
I can't think of anything.
All right. So you said you're rewatching
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan, yeah. I got up to the start of the fourth season, so you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's good. Like I said, I just got to episode 20 or 36, restarting it again. So they just saved Eren from Reiner and Bertolt after they took him, and
See, all that shit surprised me, man. Just them being who they
Titans,
are. Yeah.
Because he just started talking. He's like, me and Bertart.
Yeah, like, I was like, just like that, dude.
He just started telling him everything. I was like, damn, dude. And then get worked up to it or nothing. He's like, we're the Titans and we fucked your shit up.
Yeah,
you need to come with us.
Yeah.
And Aaron's just confused. He's like, what are they even saying to me right now?
It just felt like each episode was like always a mystery. You know what I mean? Like, you found out this much, and then like you're just waiting for the next episode to find out a little bit more and more and more and more as each episode goes on. It's just like, damn.
Yeah, I like it. Just didn't end how I thought it was going to end when it started. Like when you started, you think Aaron's just going to be just fucking up Titans and like learning, and like they're just going to be the Titans are the bad guys.
Yeah,
and that's like what you're thinking, and then like. I'm not going to ruin too much of it, but you just keep watching, and it's like, oh. Like, that was not what I thought. Especially with the Titans.
Yeah.
Like, they're just not who you think they are.
Yeah. And it like just how people are turned into Titans and stuff like that too. It's just like that blew my mind. You know what I mean? And then like how, you know, in order to become more sentient, I guess they have to consume a smart Titan and whatnot, and or smart person or smart Titan.
No, somebody with the injection.
Okay.
Somebody has to be injected with like one of the founder Titan. Like there's like 12 of them. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's how Aaron got his. He was injected with
from
the
his
original.
dad.
Yeah,
and his dad was one of the Titans, so he ate his dad.
Yeah, yeah. I remember we were in the cabin in New Year's, and I was like watching that stuff, and I hadn't got to that part yet. But my brain started like working. I was like, I bet he ate his fucking dad, dude.
Yeah, because for a while I was like, where the fuck's his dad at?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, where did he do all? He did all this shit. Where did he go?
Yeah. When I was talking to John, I was like, did he eat his dad, dude? And he's like, I gotta let you watch it, man. I was like, shit. That was cool though. Like I like stuff like that. Like, you know, that whole mystery around that stuff or whatever.
And the action's good too.
It is. It is.
I like a good mystery, and then you just throw in some action, and like, I mean, it's just a good story. So it's like everybody should watch Attack on Titan.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
Everybody.
I agree. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this podcast up. All right. I do appreciate y'all coming in. It was good talking about anime. You know, learned a lot from some shows that I haven't watched myself or whatever. So I'm going to definitely take note and start watching more anime. So I guess with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. All right. Peace.
All right. See ya.
Later, guys.
All right.